Mr. Speaker, using a cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all approach simply doesn't work when it comes to Alberta municipalities. Our communities range from summer villages of 50 people to urban centres of over 1 million. It's time that we recognize the diversity and uniqueness of our communities in policy and in legislation. To the Minister of Municipal Affairs, do you think that a summer village has the same needs and provides the same services as our large cities?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, that's kind of an absurd question. Villages, summer villages, hamlets, counties, the cities, medium-sized cities, small towns, they all provide different services and different needs to the people in those communities. It's a fact, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member, be careful not to be asking questions that call for opinion. Proceed with your second question.
Mr. Speaker, given that on June 12, 2012, this minister signed a Memorandum of Understanding that recognizes the unique character of Alberta's two largest cities, given that a solution for the Big City Charter was to be completed by this February, and given that legislation was supposed to be tabled for a Big City Charter this spring, will the minister admit to the mayors, Calgarians and Edmontonians that his idea for our big cities is just another big, broken promise?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we are working very hard to review the MGA and rewrite it so that municipalities are empowered with all sorts of abilities to meet their local constituents' needs. Mr. Speaker, if the member would read the press release again, factually, it actually says if legislation is needed, it could be tabled this spring. Mr. Speaker, we have worked and will continue to work to come to a solution for this fall, Mr. Speaker. There's no broken promise, and if the member would actually check what spring means, we're in the middle of it, Mr. Speaker. It's not even over yet.
Honourable Member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Given that this minister is already an expert on the 13 ways to kill your community, and given this minister's apparent efforts to stifle any progress made on the much-needed Big City Charter, I have a suggestion for the minister if he ever wants to turn his latest failed project into another book, One Big Way to Kill Your Cities.
Mr. Speaker, my colleagues have just pointed out that technically spring hasn't even begun yet. Mr. Speaker, we work with our municipalities on the rewrite of the MGA, on the Municipal Sustainability Initiative, on the Municipal Sustainability Strategy and the Civic Charter. We're going to continue to work on that, Mr. Speaker. And the insinuation at all that this is a failed attempt, Mr. Speaker, we still have months to go and lots of work to do is ludicrous.